Hello YouTube! It's been a while, hasn't it? It's not as regular as it used to be. I'm feeling away from you, so I thought, how about a video for YouTube, just for YouTube, with all of my viewers. All, like, what's the most I've had? Like, 65? You're amazing. I'd say my average YouTube view count is like 12, so hooray for that! I'm a YouTube star, so I'm going to continue to entertain you with the stuff you love. What I thought I'd do today is a tour of my house, which is exciting, is it? It is. Start the tour of my bed where I've been drinking. Look, I'm drinking. Look how, this is the fizziest drink in the world. Look, you put your Wagamama's fork in there. Earlier, it was really fizzing. Honestly, I'm so angry with it. It's made me look like a fool. Okay, that's my bed anyway. There it is, look. You've seen it many times on the YouTube channel because I often do videos from the bed. There's the outside of my house. As you can see, beautiful, isn't it? Like, wouldn't you love to live here? Honestly, even though it's freezing cold in the winter and stuff, in the summer, this is a beautiful place to live. Because look at the nice view, you know? It's better than most people have got in London town, I tell you that. There's the rest of the room. It is a mess, I apologise for that, but you can see all of the room is covered in stuff. And there's my television, which I use quite a lot. And my slippers there. Bit more stuff. Still haven't put the heater away. That's England for you. It is July and I haven't actually made the commitment of putting the heater under the bed because I just think I'm going to need that at some point in July. That's depressing. This is my kitchen. Welcome to it. It is very high tech and very brilliant. Probably the best kitchen you'll ever see. I now turn the camera around and hand you over to me in the future.
So let's go and do a lovely tour of the house then, shall we?
Excuse me, like, I haven't actually finished?
I can't say I'm too bothered, actually. All you're doing is showing people a fizzy drink. You're quite boring, and I'm going to be a lot better, mate. So,
right. Well, that's fine. Whatever. You take over, and we'll see how good you are without a face. Not even a face you haven't got.
So what?
Just a
Shut
voice,
up.
and an older voice as well, because you're in the future, which means you're older and far less with it than I am currently.
More mature than you, though, aren't I? So, you know, shut up.
Go on. You go with Mr. Voicey, and
yeah, come on, let's go.
You know, we'll see how it goes. All right.
All right. Yeah. Thanks.
Just be a cameraman.
That's it, good boy. Right, here you go. This is Jake's door. My door, shall we just say me? I've been to see Jimmy Carr live before I ever met him or worked with him, which is a bit weird, is it? Zooton's there, Franz Ferdinand, good band there, back when they were a good band. That was nothing, we'll get away from that. Adam and Joe, they're good, aren't they? We like them. King Blues, one of my favourite bands. The Streets, back in the day, second gig I ever went to. Patrick Wolf, you'll find many Patrick Wolf's tickets on there, as you can see. And that is Rihanna. Look, Rihanna. Zoom in. Rihanna! I went to see Rihanna. Amazing. Los Campesinos, another of my favourite bands. Anyway, let's get out of my room now because you do see that on a regular basis. That's David Bowie. Here's the outside of my room. There's the steps that you come up. Light on. Yeah, there we go. So, this is my floor. The floor that I always stay in. That's my door, and that's my next door neighbour's door. He's called Ned, and he's very old. I used to call him the paedophile. They're the famous mats. We all have the famous mats. This is the bathroom. It's awful and I never use it. It's mainly used by the old men and whoever else lives here. I really very rarely go in that room because it's just disgusting and I just hate it. There's that prick. Look at him, dickhead. Oh, great. Look, you can't even speak. What's the point in you? This is the garden. It's beautiful, really. I've never been out there, obviously. It's just obviously overgrown and awful, and it's full of cats. The cats basically own and rule that place. Here's the back outside. Then this is my toilet. I do use this because obviously I have to. It's also shared. It's very small, and in the winter it's really cold in there. You can't actually go in without freezing to death. So here's the staircase that you have to go up to get into my room. All the paintings on the wall are by the guy who used to live here, who is now in a care home. That's the big door, which obviously you've seen a few times, me coming through it and stuff. Yeah, all the artwork is done by the guy who used to live here and still owns the house, but he's a very old man, so he's left his sons to look after the house. But his sons live in Denmark because the guy's Danish. So basically, we don't have a landlord unless his sons are coming to visit. But it's just like this old house that's kind of been left to our devices, if you know what I mean. And it's just been kind of left how he left it when he had to go to a home, which is kind of sad, but also makes the house incredibly scary. It's full of just scary stuff off of an old Danish man, and I had never been down here until like an hour before I started doing this video. I thought I'd actually explore the bottom floor a bit more. That's weird, isn't it? That's horrible, and things like that, like creepy stuff. Yeah, I'd never been this way. I'd never been down into the basement floor and looked in these doors and stuff. I thought I'd explore it, and this is what I found: like horrible, old, creepy cupboards. Look at that. Oh, torches and like a little radio, like just left. Like somebody's literally just had to leave their house, which is kind of what happened, I guess. Which is really, it is really sad. This cupboard I thought I'd open, absolutely terrifying. Look at it. Like dirty clothes in a cupboard. Oh, God. And just the wallpaper's all like coming apart and oh, Jesus. Yeah, it's not nice, is it? Tennis balls, just a little little collection of tennis balls. I was really scared that when I watched this back I'd see like some sort of ghostly figure. This is this room. I think this was like like one of his living rooms or something. There's like family pictures. I recognise some of the kids in it. I think that's like my landlords as children or as young men. So that's kind of creepy. Like family photos just on the wall like that. Like oh God. And there's just some more weird arty stuff like all over the walls. Like, just weird. This one's a particular treat. Why would you put that on your wall? But yeah, just like really arty man. I love that little case, that cupboard, whatever that's called. That's nice, isn't it? But yeah, there's a fireplace with some stuff on it, like, and my favourite. Look, his modern art there. I wonder what that's supposed to be. Bit of modern art. There's the outside again. And that's nice, isn't it? That the house is literally falling down. Awful. And yeah, just loads of work stuff in there. So I don't know if they're going to try and do that room up and also rent that out. Like, they could make so much more money if they just did some rooms up. This is a kitchen, like an actual kitchen. Amazing to find one in this house finally. I love that I've been living above this for 2 years and never been down here. Amazing. Like old cupboards just left with the stuff in them. Like a little mug tree. And just, it's creepy, isn't it? Like if you, oh God, imagine coming down there like in the middle of the night and discovering all those pictures and stuff. At least it was the morning when I decided to explore. So that's that room. Probably the most interesting room in the house because it's just like, yeah, I tried to open this cupboard but it wouldn't open properly. But then you look in and there's just a wall of keys. Creepy wall of keys. Didn't like that at all. Terrifying. And then you go down here. That's where someone else lives. He actually lives in there, so obviously I couldn't go in that room because it would be locked. Then here is where I have to have a shower. Because of the bathroom upstairs being so awful, this is an actual shower, and that's where I have a shower. Isn't it awful? Like a tiny little shower in the basement is where I have to go to have a shower. It's the biggest problem with wet living here. Like, I just wish I had a nice, modern, lovely shower. It would be so nice, and I'd go in it so much more often. So yeah, back upstairs then, away from the creepiest place of all time. We go right the way back up. In fact, let's. Well, actually, I was going to forward this bit, but I really can't be bothered to stop the recording and do it. So let's just go upstairs with me, nice and slowly. Come on, Jake. Get a move on. Through here is where I keep my refrigerated goods, which is very, very rare that I ever have any. But this is where we share 2 fridges. The whole household shares 2 fridges. Although I think the guy on the bottom floor doesn't. I think he's probably got his own fridge because you never see him. Never see him come upstairs at all. He stays in the basement. So there's another staircase. I can't really show you any rooms up here because they're all people's rooms. that are locked. But I thought I'd show you the top floor anyway because it's interesting. That's a nice painting, isn't it? A sexy painting. But yeah, there are 4 people that live up here in these 4 rooms. Which I find kind of creepy. It's like weird, creepy children's rooms at the top of a house in a horror movie. I think, like the weird 3 triplets that sleep in a little place. You know what I mean? I tried to look in that cupboard. All that I saw in there was a Hoover, which was boring, so I didn't bother showing you. And I was also scared that they'd find me on the top floor because there's literally no reason for me to ever be up there. So I snuck back down in case they came out and wondered what was going on. Then we go back into my room. I will hand you over to Jake to say goodbye. Yeah.
So that was the tour of my house. I hope you enjoyed it. Goodbye.